Okay, I am currently in the Lichess Rapid Shield Arena. It's a 6 hour long tournament. No, it's an 8 hour long tournament, but there's 6 hours left. I'm joining late. I'm not going to play the full thing, or even a small fraction. I'm going to play a very small fraction. Let's play e4. I'm going to hold off from berserking. Against the lower rated players, I'll try and play more aggressively. If he plays queen a5, I'll play b4. What is with my trackpad? Okay, let's not mouse up too early. This is a fun gambit. Thanks for the cheer, Rufus Doofus. The whole point of this gambit is to give away a pawn to accelerate development, to get some initiative. He's thinking here, which is a good sign. Not the most common gambit against the Scandinavian. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello Jaxie. Hello Refrica. Hello Nathan. Hello Toilet. Karmar. Twitch Chess. Rufus Doofus. Hero. Rook b1 is most common. Rook b1 is logical, but there's a very specific trap that he's not going to fall into. Knight a6 is a decent move. Maybe after the game I can show the trap I was hoping for. But for now, let's just develop. Bishop d7. Normally when the knight gets kicked, it should go to d4. I'm considering a3, but that could walk into queen e4. Well, a3, queen e4. Yeah, then if I play bishop e2, he takes on b5. Let's play knight d4. Unleashing my bishop. His queen's still awkward on b4 too. Slightly unusual position. Actually, I went over this in a YouTube video. It was like one of my very first instructional videos on my channel. I think it's something, it has some title like How to Crush the Scandinavian Defense. Not sure if it's a popular video though. So e6. Thinking that maybe he could have played e5. Now the question is, how do I complete development? Because c3 is interesting. Could play bishop d3. Could always consider taking on a6. Because if I play bishop d3, he has knight c5. So maybe I play bishop e2. Or maybe I start with c3. Let's start with c3, because I'm not sure where his queen is going to move. I guess that allows bishop a4, though. Or queen a4. That could be weird. Bishop a4, queen e2. I'll go for it. I don't mind weird positions. Thanks for the host, Nathan. I'm looking... I look shining. I guess I'll take that as a good thing. Did I see about community gift subs? I have no idea what that is. And no, I did not see anything about it. But it sounds interesting. I like gifts, and I like community, and I like subs. I like all of those things. Hey, Messy Marvin, thanks for the sub. Okay, queen b6. Let's just play bishop d3, and now if he plays knight c5, I can retreat. And then I'll have rook b1 coming. Yeah, there were many benefits to c3, which I didn't really acknowledge a few seconds ago. Let's play rook b1 first. But c3, it opens up the diagonal for the bishop, it gives me a retreat square, it supports the knight. All around multi-purpose move. Now his queen is really awkward because when it moves I can take b7, but then he has knight c5. So I should probably hold off. I'm not worried about a2. Rook take b7, knight c5. Yeah, knight b3 doesn't work. Let's just castle. Just about completed with development. He's still underdeveloped. b7 is still hanging. Still a weird position. Okay, he goes up another pawn. I can't imagine this is good for black, but maybe it's playable. So I don't see any immediate way to trap the queen. I mean, I do want to take on b7, and then knight c5. And then maybe rook b2. And I win back a pawn. Lucy Moody, thanks for the sub. So rook take b7, knight c5, rook b2, queen moves, I retreat to c2. I could also play knight b3 immediately. Knight b3 has a threat of rook a1. Just not sure about knight b3, bishop a4. I'm going to take on b7. So I'm still down a pawn. Okay, knight c5, rook b2. But I still feel like I have compensation. And with knight on c5, I would like to somehow get my pawn to d4 as soon as possible. So what's probably going to happen, he's probably going to play queen a5. I'll play bishop c2. And then I'll have to find a square for my knight. Maybe I can consider knight b5. That could get really weird. It's probably just bad for white. Especially queen a5 defends c7. So after queen a5, what is he thinking about? Maybe he's considering queen a4. After whatever move he plays, I'll have an option of bishop c2 or even bishop to b5. And bishop b5 actually looks attractive as well. To trade the bishops, keep some initiative, maybe infiltrate the c6 square. Queen d5. Forgot that was a legal move. Well, bishop b5 is still an option. c4 might be a candidate move. Knight b5 is now looking attractive too. Even though it looks wrong. Bishop b1, the idea of bishop a2. There's a bunch of candidate moves. There's not too much time to think though. I'm just gonna go with intuition, play bishop b5. Because if we trade bishops, I keep initiative. And meanwhile, I might want to play c4. I might want to just take. And then something like rook b5. Or even I have ideas of rook e1 to e5. This queen is such a target. Fianchetta, thanks for the auto host. So he plays c6. It's logical. I could play c4 here. And queen d6. Getting very weird. c4, queen d6, my bishop is a bit stuck. guess my bishop is stuck regardless. I could play bishop a4, allowing some trade. I'm just down a pawn. I could play bishop e2. Okay, very soon I'll start moving quicker. Let's play... Yeah, let's play this. His knight is active. It's okay if he trades it off. And I'll probably focus very soon on this idea. I just have to watch out for knight d3, because that could be irritating. I might have some idea of playing c4 to drive the queen away from defending c6. Hello, Lemon Chief. Hello, No Joke. Hello, the Ice. So many people here. Wait, did I miss? No. c5, he has, or I have knight b5. Knight b5 would be a triple fork. So this is what I'm banking on. And how does he stop it? He can play like rook c8 or bishop d6. But the goal is to keep initiative. Make him think, get him low on time. If he plays rook c8, maybe I play queen f4. Or maybe I just take a pawn. And I finally removed everything from these squares. I have d4 coming soon too. Queen c6. I don't think this is good because knight e5. Queen c6 looks good because he creates a battery, but he walks into a fork. And now his queen has to move again, and he can't move back. He has to move to c8 or b7. Queen b7. Okay, it's weird because my knight is still pinned on b5. But maybe I can play like knight c4. Threatening the fork. What else can I play? I could take. He has to take with knight. And then queen f4. That looks nice actually. If he takes with queen, I have knight c7. And when he takes with knight, I'll have queen f4, threatening knight c7, keeping the initiative. If he plays e5, I'll play rook e1, and then some kind of d4 idea. It's hard for him to defend the square. I think e5 might be forced. Because king d8, I just take on f7. Yeah, so let's play rook e1. Still not sure how much I'm getting here. Because he can do this. Yeah, and if I had like 2 moves in a row, I would love to take on a8 and play knight c7. But he's about to castle. So maybe I sack. Maybe I just play rook take e5. The problem is rook take e5, knight take e5, queen take e5, castle, queen take e7, rook e8. And that would be bad. That would be very bad. So, okay. I'm still going to be down a pawn. Where's my comp? I'll go for this. These pawns are targets. I'll probably go for d4 very soon. But probably not too soon. a6 is coming. Realizing queen c4 was probably a mistake because my knight wants to be on c4. I'm struggling. Let's play rook a2. Let's play quicker too. Gotham chess. Gotham chess. I said Privyet earlier. And I'm not fluent in Russian. I don't know how you got that. I know very little Russian. Yani Panimayu Peruski. Okay, knight a3. This is going to require some positional maneuvering. d5 is a hole. Maybe someday I'll move my queen, I'll put a pawn in c4, and just land a knight on d5. Okay. Let's start the maneuvering. Attack with tempo. Knight e3. Knight e3 is a nice square. I have access to many more nice squares. Pass pawn 99, it's going well. Enjoying St. Louis. Such a great chess atmosphere, environment. It's about to be an even better chess atmosphere. Starting, what's today? Today's Thursday. Starting in 2 days is the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. It's going to be exciting to watch. Not as exciting as last year, though. The whole Kasparov thing. But maybe as exciting as this position, especially after knight d5. Pass pawn, thanks for the sub. Yeah, knight d5 is a fork. I think I'm officially about to be up material. Unless I'm missing something, unless he can play something like this. But then I can take the rook and defend the queen. Otherwise, I think I'm just winning the exchange. The thing is, I don't really want to trade off my knight, but I think I mean, it makes sense. I win the exchange and I win the a pawn. Unless he, yeah, I guess he could allow more trades. Now all the pawns are weak. Take more stuff. Sandra Meeson coming from YouTube, nice. I feel like a lot of people come from YouTube. It's just a breeding ground for new viewers. Rook d6. Okay, time is good, material is good. My king has Luft. Yeah, I just want to create more open files. This is a pawn sack. I want to get the bishop to a3. And somehow orchestrate some checkmate. There's lots of nice alignment here. Fork is coming. The pin combined with the fork is a nice, one of the nicest tactics, which I like to call the pork. Oh, let's put the rook there. Okay, he played well. I would say he's underrated. He fended off some early compensation. Just to show the viewers, if you would like something really aggressive to play against Scandinavian, b4 is an interesting move. And the main trap, which I did show in another video, is normally black will play queen a5, as we see the most popular move, at least on Lichess. So queen a5, bishop to c4. And then the amazing thing is, the most popular move for black in this position is just a tragic blunder. Most people play c6, and then they walk into this beautiful geometrical tactic: bishop take f7 and queen h5, and white usually wins the queen after g6 and knight d6 check. If black wanted to not lose a queen, he could play king f6, but then bishop b2 check and queen take e5. If king f7, knight d6, king g6, white is having fun. Anyway, the game went a bit differently. Oh wow, so that's interesting. I didn't realize they update the database so quickly. Because I've never seen... Did Lichess make some updates? Because I know the games get in the database eventually. I didn't know it was like instant. That's nice to know. Yeah, it took some work there. Black was probably better. Like even around here, black should be better. I would say like minus 0.3 or minus 0.4. Let's check with Stockfish. Maybe just equal. Maybe white's better. Stockfish has no clue. Whenever it's 0, it's just Stockfish is confused. Okay. So equal chances. Well, I have pending challenges. I think I'm gonna just go back to the tournament. Play a few more games. Maybe later I'll take challenges. But for now, we'll play Max Esco. What if I'm vegan? I have no idea what the context is with that comment. But flank our foes. Thank you for the follow. I still don't understand. I am not vegan. I do admire vegans though. And I do like vegan food. Okay, we have a 4 knights. Four Knight Scotch. Haven't played against this in a while. This brings back a lot of nostalgia from childhood, because I used to play this for both sides. And usually black gets some nice equality, gets some position to try and play for a win. Can I do in English at some point? At first I thought you meant the language, but now I'm realizing you mean c4 on move 1. Yeah, I could play in English. I enjoy playing English. Oh, pork. I mean, you can still execute a pork if you're a vegan, you just have to do it on the chessboard. He's thinking here, which is a good sign, because I'm attacking a pawn. And I think there's only one good move for white in this position, which I'm not going to say because he might be watching. If white doesn't play the best move, I'm not sure what the second best move is. Yeah, this is the best move. Very, very nice job. I'm remembering, was there a move? I'm remembering there's a tricky line. I kind of regret that I forgot about it, because I probably would have played it. There's a move here, knight take e4, which is actually interesting for black, but too late. Let's play d5. And I'll go into just the main line. Now I think there's 2 moves for white between this and this. Most people do this. I'll do this. Have I played Magnus? I've been asked this question before, and the answer is yes, but not in chess. I played Magnus in soccer and basketball. He's a pretty good athlete. h3 confuses me. Not sure why he played h3. Just continue. c6 is the normal move. Most of the times white will do this and this. I guess sometimes h3 is played to prevent bishop g4. think this line was played at the U.S. Championships between Ray Robson and Nakamura, and Ray just wanted some quick draw, so he played this as white. But he didn't play h3 and he didn't play bishop d2. He played a lot more aggressively. The bishop usually retreats to d6, and white's setup is a little bit passive here. But okay, it's still going to be a fight. Play rook b8. And that's usually an easy move to play with tempo. Certman SC just moved to Chicago. I'm not in Chicago right now, but if you're a chess player and you live in Chicago, there's a good number of tournaments to play in. Chess scene is pretty nice there. So what to do? I should probably develop the bishop. Just play bishop e6. I over-defend the pawn, so someday I want to play c5. Potzer King, thanks for the follow. Okay. I'm trying to understand what's going on in this position. I mean, white's just putting his pieces on squares, but I don't know if they're doing anything. I don't know if my pieces are doing anything either. Like, we're both very solid. I feel like c5 should be played if I want to make progress. Considering playing h6 as well. Or even some maneuver like knight d7, knight e5. Which is interesting. Knight d7 allows queen h5, but then I have g6. Could play h6 first. And then just see what he does. I'm very curious, actually. I just want to see what he does here. Okay, knight e2, so he has some intention of playing knight f4, knight g3. I guess that's a standard idea. And maybe he wants to get the bishop pair. So maybe I'll maneuver my knight too. And maybe we'll both get the bishop pair, which would mean neither of us gets the bishop pair. So knight g7, knight f4, knight e5. Yeah, let's go for that. And objectively, I feel like it's still equal. Okay, what's his threat? Because ideally I would like to just move back. But maybe I can just take, because then his knight's pinned. Yeah, let's take. Queen take, wow. With the pre-move. Okay, now I'm going to play queen f6. And the idea is when he takes, I'll take with pawn. And then if he plays bishop c3, I play e5. That should be a nice position. But then maybe he can play f4. Okay, bishop c3, e5, f4. What's going on? I could play e4. Take, take. I should win a pawn in that line. Maybe he wins it back, but then f4 would be weak. Let's go for it. Why not b4? Bishop b4. At what point? I don't think there was ever bishop b4, unless earlier. I like my bishop on d6. It's closer to the center. Lemon Chief asking, could he play knight take e6 after knight e5? No, because I take with the queen with check. Very important. Okay, so he plays rook e2. I'm considering e4 here. Rook be8 looks very normal too. Let's play rook be8. Just a simple quick move. And now there's lots of focus on the e5 pawn. I should probably unpin it. Pickled pawn, thanks for the 100 bits. Kind of drawn to this move, queen f4. With the threat of this. If he plays g3, I'm okay with that. I am allowing queen g6 though. Queen g6 is actually really annoying. Queen f4, queen g6. I can't play e4 because he mates me. Maybe I play rook e6 first. Let's do it, rook e6. Simply improving. I would like to play like queen f4 and prevent queen g6. And someday play e4. And maybe if I really want to defend my pawn another time, I could play rook fe8. But I just don't want to be too committal. e4 and d4 are both possible moves, but I would like to stay flexible, make him think. It's another position. I'm not sure what he's going to do. His pieces are just... they're on decent squares, but I don't think they're doing too much. I also have ideas of bishop c5. I could trade the e-pawn for the f-pawn. Bishop b2. That's logical. Now e4. I guess e4 he could take on f6, and that would be bad. Okay, let's play this. I was expecting g3, but queen e3 is also a move. And he's attacking a7. So I could play queen f7. I'm just gonna keep all the tension. Don't want to commit. Don't want to trade queens too early. Especially situations like this, I would rather him just think rather than give him easy options. c4 is interesting because now if I play d4 he can take because of the pin. So I think now it's time to play e4. And even though this opens the diagonal, it just leaves the pawn on light squares, so it makes the bishop happy. Has ideas of bishop to f4, which looks really attractive here. Queen c3 was forced. Now I'll go back. My bishop is effective from far away. And I mean, queen f4 looks like a cheapo, but I think it's just a strong move. I also have ideas of rook g6. Like, actually all my pieces will be helping attack the king side in some way, which is what I want in a position like this. I could play like queen f4, g3, and then rook g6. So he plays g3 immediately. Okay, let's start with rook g6. I'm over defending the g7 pawns, so now I might want to play queen f5 next. He wants to trade, which is very logical. Yeah, I can't avoid the trade of bishops. So I'm going to play queen f5. We'll trade on b8. And then try and keep the attack. I mean, he's going to play king h2. We'll go for h5, h4. And the important thing is to keep the time advantage. Yeah, let's start with h5. Queen e3. So he's allowing h4. I'm just going to be safe. Play restrictive. He can infiltrate the c file, but then I'll put my king on h7. Plays h4. Let's play rook f7. And this is a backwards pawn. And I can triple up against it. Have I ever played poker? I've played poker. I played for the first time in a casino in Vegas. What just happened? Toilet Noggin gifting everyone subs? And how did he... Okay, so this... I guess this is a community sub thing. Thank you, Toilet Noggin. That was unexpected. Let's try not to get distracted. Just because sounds are happening, but my time is running low. It seems like black should be on the verge of winning this position. But how do I do it? Queen g4. Those sounds. Okay, I think I can play queen g4 because he's tied down to f2. The problem is I don't see the threat here. Of course there's ideas of g5, but that could be very risky. I'll play a move like g5 if he has like less than 30 seconds left. Thinking rook g6. Let's start with queen f3. Ooh, now e3. e3... He takes with queen, though. Play queen f5. This is a stage where I'm just going to try and dance around and get my time advantage back. And maybe somehow hypnotize him. The goal is to win this pawn. And not lose this pawn. It's a difficult goal. Maybe I can play queen h3 with the threat of rook take g6, g3. That would be a mate in 2 threat, actually. Let's see if he notices. Is he gonna see it? He kind of saw it. But rook f3. I think this is crushing. Queen e2. Where's my mate? Take g3, rook take g3, king f2. I could win the queen. I could also just take on h4. Maybe I'll just take on h4. Right. Nothing wrong with that. Now I'm still threatening rook take g3. Rook take g3 has to be good here. At the very least, I win his queen. At the very most, I checkmate him. Yeah, this is mate somehow, right? Queen h1. Queen h1, king f2, queen h2, king e1. Rook g1, queen f1, queen g3, king e2, queen f3, king e1, then I take on f1 with mate. Except he has rook f2 there. But if rook f2, maybe I can play e3, and he's just pinned. Wait, what was I calculating? Okay, I'll just win the queen. Oh, maybe I just forgot that he could do that. Oh, he just resigns. I think he should play on. Because he would be attacking my queen. I mean, it's much better for black, but... okay, interesting game. Haven't played that variation in a while. Took some work there to break through. Could I play rook take g3 instead of queen h3? Instead of queen h3? Oh, in this position, probably. I was just so excited to play queen h3 with the threat of mate in 2. But rook take g3 wins a pawn, and probably more. Queen take f1, king h2. I mean, this should be good for black. Maybe just rook f5. Anyway, interesting game. There is a variation I am curious about, because I don't think I ever looked into it too closely. It's this move knight take e4, which scores well for black, according to Lichess. The idea after knight take e4, queen e7. I'm actually not sure why this is bad. We'll have to analyze this a different time. Maybe I'll go back, or maybe I'll accept a challenge. Anyone challenging me? Let's just go back. We'll play someone completely random. I broke the top 500. That's an accomplishment. You don't see any chess books and recommendations. That's because something with the plugin broke. I have to fix that. I'll try and fix that at some point. Let's play this opening again. Also, I don't think I gave a proper thank you to all the subs, but thank you all the subs that were gifted by Toilet Noggin. And a special thank you to Toilet Noggin. Okay, I'm playing a 1244, so I'm going to try and win this game as quickly as possible. We have another 4 knights. If he plays a 4 knight scotch, I'll play that knight take e4 move. Most people, at least most new players, play bishop c4 here, and then that walks into some tricks. We'll see what he plays. Oh, what were the book recommendations? The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. It's a great book. What else? I mean, recently I've discovered some new books which I think are great. Actually, another classic is Jeff Coakley's Strategy for Chess Strategy for Kids or something like that by Jeff Coakley. It's a great book, even for adults. It's one of the best book I think for newer players. Like anyone below 1200, I think should have worked through that book. Another series of books which I can recommend are Chess Steps, which are they're very popular in Europe. There's like 6 books in the series, and they're all workbooks, but they're great at training pattern recognition. Another book is 100 Endgames You Must Know, or something along those lines. It's a good book. What else can I recommend? I'll work on putting together the list. Put that on my to-do list, maybe even by today. Okay. So he's fallen for the center fork trick, which is a bishop e3 is not the best move because he's not winning back the pawn. His knight has to retreat if he wants to save the knight. This is already very sad for white. "50 Mates You Must Know." I've never heard of that book. It sounds interesting. Yeah, Chessable has I heard Chessable has like a good number of books in their digital format. Um, I've heard great feedback from everyone who uses Chessable. What did he play? Oh, he played knight g5. Thank you very much. This guy's generous. So generous. Almost as generous as Toilet Noggin. I'm up 2 pawns and a piece. Okay, what's the quickest way to victory? Bishop g4, or maybe bishop... Yeah, probably bishop h3. And after he plays this, which is probably the best try, I'll have this move. This is hard to defend for white, even if he finds the best moves. Also, I need new emotes. I've forgotten to like do an emote stream where I make new emotes, but I think I can make like 2 or 3 new ones. So I will take suggestions. Also, I think what's the follower count? But I was gonna do something special for 3,000 followers, and it might happen this stream. Thank you for the rook. Let's play bishop b4. If he plays c3, I'll take. He's not going to resign. He's going to play on until mate. So I have to somehow mate him. I don't want to trade queens, but I might have to. German chess player, thanks for the sub. What to do? Okay, I guess I'll trade queens. And then I'll queenside castle and get the d file. Maybe I'll even sack a bishop. Just to get my knight to b4. Let's do it. Let's put a rook in d3. Oh, that sub was gifted by Toilet Noggin. So now it's a competition. Who's more generous, Toilet Noggin or my opponent? It all depends if my opponent takes the bishop. I guess I want him to take the bishop, though. So how else do I mate? I could bring the rook to d8. Maybe the quickest way is to chase away this bishop. Or maybe he'll just give it to me. Rook take d2. IL Bonobo, thanks for the follow. And there's another idea here of playing e3 and bishop f5. There should be some sort of discovery. Actually, e3, bishop f5, and rook takes c3 would be mate. That would be double checkmate. Okay, that's the goal. Yeah, I didn't need to play rook d8. I could have played bishop f5 and then e3. So I'm expecting I'm expecting this, but I guess I can expect anything here. Ooh, expected correctly. Okay, now I'll do this. And hopefully he'll see that there's a pin and he'll take with pawn, allowing me this. And if he doesn't see that there's a pin, I guess I'll take. Actually, if he takes with bishop, I take with rook. Bishop f5 is made in one threat. So let's say, ooh, king there, unexpected. Let's just take with check. So I don't think I'll get my fancy double checkmate, but I'll get something. The threat is this and this. Bishop c2 is a good move. This is gonna prolong the game. Take. Okay, let's just play rook f5 or rook f3, defending f5. Yeah, I've been streaming for about an hour. I'll probably stream for another like 45 minutes if I can stay awake. I should probably get some caffeinated tea because this is like herbal tea and it just puts me to sleep. Not the best thing to have in the morning. Okay. But let's try and mate. Been trying for the last 22 moves. Rook e2 and rook e1 is a plan. Or this is a plan. Hero is leaving. Bye, hero. This is probably the point in the game where I can take questions. Like, if people have questions, I can try and answer. I'd rather try and provide value by not focusing too much on this game. Let's take another pawn. Push pawns. Maybe I can push all my pawns. How can I tell how many subs I have? I actually don't know. There should be like a sub count command or something, I would think. Okay, I think the quickest way to win is to promote a pawn, make a queen, forget about the knight. It's going to take on d2. It's going to take longer to promote a pawn. What opening do I recommend for white against the classical Dutch? What is a classical Dutch? Is that f5, e6, bishop, e7? And, oh, he resigns. Good game, tweets food. Yeah, tough game. Just a lesson. Next time, if you're white, don't play bishop c4. Play bishop b5 or d4. Real quick, classical Dutch. d4, f5. I can recommend, there's a game, Akobian Tragubov, starting with knight c3. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Akobian Tragubov Dutch. It starts with knight c3, and it's just such a great game. Yeah, here it is. How can I share this with people? I'll just share the chessgames.com link. But it's such a great game. Like, Akobian just gets a strong queenside attack. And I think you can use that game as kind of a skeleton for your opening preparation. So, there you go, chat. Is a Berlin the best defense against the Spanish? That's arguable. Berlin is certainly popular, but I don't really think it's an effective opening against, like, at the lower levels. Like, sub-master level. I feel like there's better options for black. Because the Berlin has, like, very deep strategical ideas, which takes some time to understand. Because the resulting position, at least in the main line, is passive for black. And black has to understand how to play it with not too much space. Could your next game as white a Sicilian? Well, I'll play e4. But okay, he plays e5. So, oh, I wanted to play the Spanish, but too late. So let's play d4 here. Most aggressive moves. Most aggressive move. To join my Discord, you should be able to just click the link. You might need the app if you're on your phone. Let's play knight c3. So we have a Philidor. I'm gonna play this line with bishop to f4, and then queen d2 and castle queenside. I'm trying to remember. There's a game. There's a game between Hammer and Zood. Hammer, I think, actually castled kingside. I want to be like Hammer. Let's play bishop e2. He had some crazy idea like knight f5. Knife f5. Hello, Axe Villager. Good to see you back. Long time no see. I think this time is more friendly for the European viewers. Just because it's a normal time in Europe. I could take on e7. Let's take on e7. Now it looks weird to trade off such an active knight for the passive bishop, but the point is now d6 is pretty weak. And I get the bishop pair. d6 is just a backwards pawn. So I'm going to focus on positional chess. I'm going to go for castling, f3. Maybe at some point I'll play knight b5. Probably put the rook on e1. Knight h5. Let's play bishop g5. Because after f6, his knight is kind of stuck. I can go back. And I think I'm just threatening g4 here, just to trap the knight. So he has to do something weird. Probably like g6. g4, knight g7. I don't think I'll play g4 right away. I'm going to play b3 first, preventing any sort of like knight c4, bishop c4. e6 so quickly. Okay, now I'll go for this. And then I'm going to play h3. Like after knight g7, h3, the idea is to expand with f4. Keeping g4 defended. I just want to chase his knight away, gain more space. He runs away without me attacking him, so I'll gain space anyway. And I'll put the bishop on f3. And slowly but surely expand. Okay, so he wants to put the bishop on b7. This allows me to play knight d5. And now the amazing thing is, I don't think his queen had any good square, because it was tied down to f6, and queen e6 would have walked into knight c7. This walks into a fork. Now white's just winning the queen. That was tough. That's what happens when you have space, you have good pieces. But yeah, the queen has nowhere great to go. I think bishop e6 was just a mistake. But yeah, black has to be very careful here. Okay, if I'm on the receiving end of the Roy Lopez, do I play the carries defense? What's the carries defense? Is carries... is that d6, or is that something else? I'll admit, I don't know what the carries defense is. Okay, back to tournament. I am getting tired. Have I gained any rating points? I've played much lower rated players. I don't think I've gained any rating points. Yeah, live from the 850. I try and be instructive. That's one of the main goals of doing this. But sometimes I just get distracted. Okay, so I'm on the verge of breaking top 200, 12 points. First place has 80 points. So I don't think I'm going to make a running for first place. Yeah, the key to this tournament, if you want to like win it, you have to berserk. Let's play another e4 opening. Alekhine. I was going over this other day, and I was showing a funny line. Let's see if we get into it. We'll play d4. Please take on b2. Let's have some fun. It's about to happen. This is a fun line. I think it's about equal. Please take the rook. He could be boring and take on g7. He's thinking. It's probably new for him. This is a very rare line, but I think it's the quickest opening in chess where both sides get another queen. By move 6 we could by move 7 we both promote. Oh, he's so boring. I was ready to have some fun there. I will say this is maybe already not the best for white. Okay, now I have to figure things out. I mean, bishop b5 I would like to play, but then he'd have queen a5 threats. He would just play knight c6 and then threaten queen a5. So c5 is interesting, because there is pressure. What to do? He's threatening to win a pawn. I mean, I could play c3 and make the bishop sad. Or I could just play bishop b5. And if he plays knight c6, I just take. And then knight e2. Yeah, this is just better for black. I'm going to play bishop b5. Good move. Take. 92. Play c3 as well. Hmm. What if I play d5? Probably too crazy, because queen a5 could hurt me. Wait a minute, d5, queen a5, queen d2. Yeah, he takes, but then I take. Is d5 playable here? d5, bishop take b2, take c6, then queen a5. I don't think it works, but I don't know exactly why. I'm going to analyze it after the game. I think I'll just play... I think I'll go for this line. Not thrilled about this, because he's getting the bishop pair in a pretty open position. He disconnected. I was wondering why he was taking some time to recapture. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, he's back. Let's play 92. And I'm still going to be under pressure. So the carries variation is whatever this image is. Oh, knight d7. I don't think I've actually seen that before. Or at least I haven't seen it recently. Okay, I was more scared of bishop a6 there. So this is actually comforting, because I would be happy to go into some endgame where we both we trade queens, and it's knight versus bishop. Very playable. Why don't I berserk against weaker players? Because I'm not too concerned about tournament points. I just want to play some decent quality games. And I think, at least from the feedback that I've heard, viewers prefer slower games where I actually explain my thoughts. But it's hard to please everyone. Knight b5 is a move. Knight b5. Let's do it. I'm expecting some kind of like rook b8. But rook b8 maybe I can take on a7. And bishop d7, knight gets trapped. Bullet tournament, please. Well, I'm playing with a trackpad, so bullet would be difficult. Maybe for another stream, though. I haven't played too much bullet in a while. King d7, wow. Well, I mean, my rooks want to access open files. So he'll play king c6 and I'll play knight c3. And then I would like to get another rook to e1. And these are my files. I used to be really fast with the trackpad, and then I got a new laptop with a slightly different feeling trackpad, and I'm not as fast with it. So then I got a mouse. The mouse I'm decent with. Okay, rook b8. Let's play rook e1. Threatening the pawn. I think I'll go for rook e5. Positions like this, you really have to identify and target the weaknesses. c5 is a very clear weakness. Because knight e4 could come. There's also ideas of f4, f5. Because the bishop is kind of pinned to the pawn. So rook b4 makes sense. He's preventing f4, and he wants to double up. Now if I play knight e4, he could play rook c4. That would be weird. Wait, knight e4. Yeah, knight e4, rook c4, I have knight g5. Knight e4, c4, rook c5, check, king b6. Let's go for it. Because there's not too many ways to save the pawn. And if he plays c4, then the bishop is kind of blocked. I mean, he could take on a2, but then I have my choice of which pawn to win. He does take on a2, okay. If I take on c5, then he plays king b6 and my knight's attacked. And rook b1 is coming. Wait, this is scary. Rook takes c5, king b6. This could be bad, actually. Because rook b1 is such a big threat. Ouch. Well, I have knight takes c5. Knight takes c5, rook b1, king d2, and then I have knight d3 if necessary. So knight takes c5, rook b1, king d2, rook d8, knight d3. If knight takes e5, he plays f6, I just move to like h5. Knight d3 should save me. Okay, so as a trade of pawns, still equal material. Knight d3 is such a nice solid move, assuming I'm not overlooking anything. And these pawns are not the most solid pawns. Never play f6. f6 is logical, but I mean rook h5 just might help me. And as soon as I get the chance, I want to play knight d3. I have to watch out for time too. I don't know what happened to my time. Okay, rook h5. He might play e5. He might play knight d3. I also have to watch out for my rooks both being on light squares and him having a light squared bishop. Okay. Still looks okay. We can trade. Ooh, bishop f7. I didn't see that. That's just crushing me. Wow, what a move. I didn't see that at all. Because bishop g6 is coming. It was very strong. Well, I would like to fight, but I'm losing a knight. Ouch. Bishop g6. So I think the plan is to bring the rook to... This is so sad. Bring the rook to f3, but then he has his bishop h5. And I lose the exchange. Okay, I'll give him the choice. I'll try and make him think here whether he wants to take the knight or take the rook. He takes a knight, and now I'll have some checks. Yeah, the backwards bishop move. Easy to overlook. I have a passed pawn. Also, he just gave me a pawn. Guess he's winning c2. Okay. Well, if we trade off all the pawns, it would be a draw. But I don't think that's going to happen, given his technique so far. Let's play rook a3. Still trying. Maybe rook f3. Just defending f2. Okay, I have to play quicker. Play h4. I think the idea is to play h4 or g3 and to be solid. Maybe even g4 though. Trade off more pawns. That was a really good move. Or was it? We'll find out. I'm still fighting. I have f3. Always play f3. That's a fork. He's winning all my pawns. Okay. So white is still dead lost. But yeah, I don't have much hope. But I'm not going to resign. Because miracles happen sometimes. Oh, king f3 was really bad. King f3. I resign. The hope is to somehow like get a stalemate trick. Rook a1 should have been played. So what was my blunder? It was allowing f6? Or it was taking on c5 maybe? Yeah, that was a nice combination by him. He could have even played bishop f7 here. And it's very similar. Strong move. So maybe it was allowing bishop take a2. Like maybe I should play a3 first. He played a good game. I'm still disappointed he didn't go into the this 4 queens line. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll mod Toilet Noggin. Congratulations, Toilet Noggin. 99, right? Now Nightbot should not not obstruct you in any way. Wait a minute. Oh, if he takes on c1 and makes a queen, then I can take on h8 and make a queen. That would be funny. So from this position, yeah, I think c5 is a good move. Didn't see anything better. I thought he was going to play bishop a6 here. Thought this would have been effective. But Yeah, my pieces got awkward. His bishop was a good piece. Bishop f7. Good game. What to do? Do I play someone? We'll finish off with a game against a viewer. Assuming this is a viewer. We'll play the quickest time control. 3+2. And we'll try and end on a happy note. Hopefully he's still here. Okay, he's here. I want to play an exchange, Roy. Just play knight c6. Yes. Now play a6. Yes. Okay, this is just for Toilet Noggin. And we're gonna castle, right? Castling's main line. And we'll see what he does. I used to play this in childhood. And this is just such a simple, decent opening. White just plays d4 next. And there's actually a really important move Black has to know if he's playing f6. Toilet Noggin with 10,000 bits? Is this real life? Wow. I should play the Exchange Roy more often. Thank you, Toilet Noggin. I was gonna say that Black has to know that after take, c5 is a move to be played. But what is 97? I can win a pawn. This is a free pawn, I think. That was unexpected. More unexpected than 97. Okay, now I'll take here. And like usually the idea with the exchange Spanish is white has like the 4-on-3 on the king side, and black has 4-on-3 on the queen side, but there's a double pawn. So what was I gonna say? So it's easier for white to make a pass pawn. But in this case, now I'm just up. I'm up. Is it only one pawn? I'm only up one pawn, but it feels like more. 100 bits from Hero. His attempt at beating Toilet Noggin. What a bit war. Okay, so if he takes on f6, I will... Well... Also, I have triple pawns. I'm one capture away from having quadruple pawns. But taking on g7 is so tempting. But I don't know if it's the best move, because he plays rook g8. Yeah, it's probably the best move. And then I'll just keep pushing pawns, put the bishop on f6. Probably put the pawn on e5. And then this defends this, defends this, this defends everything. And then the plan, one plan is rook d7. Another plan is knight g5. Knight g5 would be mate. That'd be a nice mate. More bits. From whited something. Thanks for the bits. Okay, I want to play knight e4, which forks a bishop and forks checkmate. But he takes, which I completely forgot about. But I can still play this. Why did I forget? I probably should have identified the threat there. Okay. Life is still okay. I'm still up 2 pawns, if I can count. And the plan might be to play f4, and then rook d7. Or just to flag him, which I would actually kind of feel bad about. But, that's chess. Axe Villager almost beat I am... Okay. I can't pronounce that name. Eric something. In Exchange Spanish. Yeah, maybe Exchange Spanish should be more popular. It's an underestimated opening, and this is a free knight. Okay, let's go in for the kill, but not too quickly. Let's play f4 first. And then it's very close to mate. Rook d7, king e6, knight c5. Okay, I'll take the rook. Push the pawn. Is he winning the pawn? No, he's not. I'm gonna do this. Maybe he is winning the pawn. Hey, Isle Bonobo! Thanks for the sub. Let's attack the bishop. And I'm gonna throw in this check, because I want to see where he moves the king. Or is he gonna flag? No, he does not flag. He's gonna play this, but then when he takes the pawn, he's defending d8. So let's take the bishop. h3. I'm going for mate. Ah, he flagged. Okay, good game. Mike Cantrede. GG. Isle Bonobo finally caught me online. Says thank you. Discovered on YouTube. Well, that's good to hear. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate that. From Italy, nice. I've never been to Italy, but I would love to go. So I like Italian food, and the people seem nice. Anyway, I'm going to probably end things here. I am streaming from my Mac. I have my PC as well, but my PC is not as powerful. So, yeah, my Mac does the heavy lifting. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching and subbing and following. I do want to refresh here. At some point, I'll do some kind of celebration for the almost 3,000 followers. I need 10 more followers for 3,000. That's exciting. So probably the next stream will be... I don't know if it's going to be special, but it might be different. Thanks again to Toilet Noggin, the bit leader. I'll see everyone in the future. And let me get out of this tournament before I accidentally start another game. Yeah. Bye, guys.